You hear it all the time when you go on a cruise. You can't take a powerboard or a power strip on a cruise ship unless it's not surge protected. Many people question this. After all, cruise ship cabins are lacking in power points, especially these days when phones, laptops, tablets, you name it, are taken on board with you. In this video, I'm going to explain why that is. Alright, before we get into it, I'll probably keep saying powerboard, but depending where you are watching from, you'll either call it a power strip or something else. Either way, it's the same thing. This also includes extension cords and extension leads if they have a surge protector in them. To put it simply, the power on a cruise ship works differently, and taking a powerboard with a surge protector, you can overload the surge protector on a ship, creating issues like overheating and possibly fires. Let's go into greater detail with that. Before I begin, I'm not an electrician, so I hope I can explain this correctly. I'll start off by explaining how the power works in your house. At your house, you have a normal power cord that has 2 or 3 prongs. The third prong is a ground, which is usually the longest, but the ground isn't an issue here. Depending on where you live, you'll either have 120 volts or 240 volts coming out of your power point. In Australia, where I am, we have 240, so I'll explain with that. Normal home power flows through one prong, the hot side, at 240 volts through your electronic device and back to the neutral side, creating a circuit. Surge protector makes sure that the side of the flow of the power from the hot side is going through your electronics isn't excessive, thus damaging your equipment from too much power. Now that we know that, I'll explain how a cruise ship works. The power on a cruise ship has both sides coming in hot at half the volts on both sides, so essentially 120 on both sides if you're using a 240 volt plug. This is where the problem is for a surge protector. Since both sides are coming in hot, the surge protector can't protect both sides. If one side has a surge, the other side is still drawing power, even though it needs to trip off the electronic equipment if there is a fault. Since the power is still coming through and more voltage, the surge protector overloads or overheats, creating a fire. So what happens if there is a surge? Wouldn't that create an issue with the ship anyway? The ship also has its own power breakers and protection methods to stop surges from occurring. Now let's talk about what you can take instead of a surge protected powerboard. Simply put, taking a powerboard without a surge protector is the perfect start, but since powerboards are one of those things that security are looking for when you do your pre-boarding screening, that they do for all luggage, you might want to explain why you have one, and depending if they believe you or not, it might be confiscated. In this case, I recommend simply asking your room steward for one. They usually have one that they can give you, or they can locate one for you. Other things include USB power plugs that don't have surge protector on them. Just look for anything that says cruise safe and you should be fine. Also check what power points are available on the ship. Most cruise ships have a different power plug than just one country. If your ship does, simply bring a power outlet for the other countries and take advantage of that. These 4 cabin hacks here are the best to help you stop your room from becoming a complete mess. Check it out here. And as always, thanks for watching.